So today's topic would be about whether or not I've ever gaslit anybody, along the same lines of all the gaslighting. Just as a topic, I don't think it's a topic that gets enough play. I think the idea of the relationship between a gaslighter and those that are gaslit by that type of effort, it's an interesting dynamic because it has no bearing on whether or not there's an economics involved, politics involved, social kind of issues involved. It's just the way I guess certain people operate or want to operate with respect to other people, right? It doesn't work on everybody, you know. It's like some people, certain dynamics are easy, and other people are like they're not going to tolerate it. So to that end, somebody was asking if I've ever gaslit anybody. I don't remember. I know that I definitely have lied. I've definitely have done whatever the hell white lying is. I mean, I suppose if people make a nuance of white lie, I suppose I've done that, although I don't really make a line in the sand for that, you know. I'll lie in weird ways. Like I'll offer up information that's a lie, but in my mind it's almost like, you know, why did I miss your phone call? It's not because I didn't want to talk to you, but it's, oh, I was in the shower. Like, what does it matter that I didn't want to talk to you right then and there, but somehow I soften it in my mind? And it really is just, I mean, lying is just self-serving more often than anything, right? I think so. I mean, right? I think, right? I mean, how often is lying to protect somebody else other than oneself? Uh, I'll do but I don't double down. Like if I'm pressed enough, I think I break easy. I don't know. I'm pretty sure I do. I'm not a take it to the grave kind of lie. I try to play it straight because of that, because I know I'm not good at that. Uh, so for me to gaslight somebody else, and I started thinking and racking my brain out of all the bullshit I've ever done. Uh, has anybody ever said this is what it feels like you are doing, and I'm telling them I'm like it's not what I'm doing? So to that end, here's the flip side to the gaslight. Then is that if I feel in my heart of hearts that I'm not doing something, and yet somebody else is feeling like I'm doing something, and they voice that to me, I try to I don't try to dismiss what they're saying or call it crazy or, you know, that anymore. I try not to do that stuff anymore. But here's where it would be a gaslight potential, I think, is if I dismiss them calling them crazy and I'm not doing it, let's say. Or maybe I am doing it, but I'm just not aware of it, or not even wanting to be aware of it, or there's an ego blocking my self-appraisal to be able to attend to acknowledging their particular feelings, sentiments, what have you. At the same time, somebody else can utilize that to sway me and use that to get me to do things. So I think it worked from a distrusting angle, where I felt that anybody that was tugging on my heartstrings, I would say like, oh no, I feel that that's a manipulation, rather than just somebody just divulging or sharing or just expressing themselves. When you do this, you make me feel like this, and I would take it as an affront. So I suppose if I double down on that, then I'm unconsciously, and then maybe later on in life, I'm like, oh no, I guess I was doing that because of that. They really had my number. They were taking my inventory, and they really nailed it. I think I've tried to make amends to those people as best I can. I think that would be the closest to gaslighting, in the sense where, did I make them feel crazy in my dismissing of their contention? And that's on them. Now, if I didn't make them feel crazy, then it's not. Then basically, then like he's fucking lying to me. Forget this guy. Because gaslighting requires that I convince them that they don't know what they're talking about, and I convince them in some way, whether through words or actions or whatever it is. And I don't know. But that will be the line. It wouldn't be willful. There's some people out there that are like, that they really methodically manipulate the information that gets to a person or a group of people, and there's a very deliberate cognitive thing. But I suppose, a lot of people just pathologically just coping mechanism. Who knows what it is? Just do that type of behavior, perhaps for their own self-protection, probably self-protection, or some kind of ego-driven thing. And if we could just get past that, when somebody brings issue to me nowadays, I try to say, oh, all right, let me not dismiss it. And here's my take. If I'm already going to have the same type of issue between a person, the same person 6 times, let's say nowadays, and some people say that's too much. You know, like I have friends, 1 and done, 2 and done, 3 and done. That's amazing. For me, 6 and done is perfect, because I'm not going to do round 47. Just 6 times, half a dozen times to me is just like, well, if 2 people can't sort out a dynamic, but 2 people shared this, when you do this, don't do that. Okay, I'm going to avoid that landmine. Then the second time, it's just like, is it accidental or inadvertent? To what degree is it intentional? There should be some kind of, you know, feedback to that end of effort. But if not, why have that same issue with another person over and over and over again? So that removes the gaslit relationship, because it's, you know, committing to, I'm only going to let this dynamic, you know, show trouble 6 times. If it doesn't sort it out after 6 times, then, you know, leave it be. Lesson learned. Move on, right? And I'm assuming that that's why people have moved on from me, because of certain things that I didn't see, and vice versa with me and other people. You know, it takes a while for me to really lose somebody, but for me to just basically be done with somebody. But you know, like some of my friends say, you know, hey, stick a fork in me, yo, hi, I'm done. You know, it's, you know, and that just might be from the length of conversation. So to that end, thanks for listening.